Hi, we're on. Okay, I'm Abigail Hobbs, and I wanted to share a new song I got. It's called 1,000 Times. I wrote it yesterday, but when this actually gets put onto YouTube, it takes a really long time with our computer. So I don't know if it's actually going to mean it was yesterday. It was recent, is all you need to know. Anyways, the story behind this song is kind of a little bit of a harder story, just because it wasn't like this inspirational, ta-da, amazing moment. My husband has been really low on work recently. Last week he only had 1 day of work, and we moved here to Colorado. I'm going to try to give you a condensed version. We moved here to Colorado 9 months ago, and it's been amazing how God's provided work. He has his own business of handyman and carpentry, and anyways, he's been trying to get that started here, and it's been amazing to see how God's providing work. And it's been going really good, and now just kind of slowed way down. I'm like, what in the world's going on? And anyways, last week he was home a lot and trying to find more jobs online and just putting in bids and doing whatever he can do. But I could see he's really discouraged. And when he's home that much, he gets real irritated because he's just, he's feeling like he needs to be out there working, making money, providing for his family. But the neat thing was, like, all week long, and in all these different ways, God provided for us. People brought some food by, gift cards, just people that didn't even know. Were just felt like God told them to pray for us. And so God's been providing, and we're not starving to death, obviously. But amidst all that, so like all last week, I held it together. I kept the house rolling and moving, tried to keep everything feeling normal for the kids. Even though Daddy's home, we just kept going with our schedule, and Daddy's working on work stuff, and And then we talked and point out to the kids, look what God did. God provided for us here. God did this for us here, and have these good conversations. And so I was feeling really good about myself. Like, yeah, we don't have any work, but I'm real positive, and we're doing this thing, and God's helping us, and, I'm not getting under it. We're just going to trust God. Well, then the next week comes, and he goes to do this job, and he calls me on the way home and tells me that the 1 day job that he bid for 1 day had some issues and problems, and so he's going to have to go back and finish it up the next day, which means he won't get paid for the next day of work because it wasn't bid by the hour, because nobody here wants to pay for by the hour, and it's just all these details. Anyways, I was instantly enraged, like, because this keeps happening. It keeps happening where he'll bid this job, and then something comes up, and so it goes longer than what we thought, but you can't bid too high because then people won't take your bid, and whatever. It's an ongoing saga. But so I instantly, I was like, what? Okay, so now, you have to work on it tomorrow, but we're not getting paid for that, and we're just spending all this money, these, and people are so stupid, they don't even want to pay for what you're worth. And I just, because in Memphis, he had 6 months out of work, and people had to wait in line for him, and people didn't even ask him how much he charged. They just wanted him. They knew he was good. All their friends told them he was good, and so he had work just handed to him. So I realized I was just angry, and I thought, man, wow, what happened to the girl last week that was like, oh, I trust God, everything's fine, he's providing, and da-da-da-da, I got this thing covered, I'm just going to keep everything rolling along, we're great, All of a sudden, my trust level just plummeted, and I was angry and mad, and why does my husband have to search so hard for work, and why can he only find it? It's day by day, and anyways, just my mind was just a mess. And then I instantly realized, like, wow, Abigail, you're really messed up, because you just, here you are, and now here you are. I was like, what is wrong with you, And I just went to God, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a disaster. What is wrong with me? Why am I so taken out by this? I seemed to be fine yesterday or even this morning, and now I'm just a mess. And it always brings me back to thinking about how God just doesn't give up on us. And I realize that I picture him the way that I am with other people. I'm so quick to give up, and it's so easy for me to, like, you're not listening, or you made a mistake, or fill in the blank, you're not doing what God's telling you to do, so write you off, and God's not that way. Like, he should have written me off a long time ago. And it just blows my mind. You know, we talk about God's love. I talk about God's love. I sing about it. I write about it. But then it hits me sometimes. And it hits me so hard that I'm like, golly, I don't deserve this. You know? I trust you one minute, the next minute I doubt you and I'm all angry. And I've really been thinking about that and realizing that, you know, God's using this situation to deal with some things really deep in me that need to be dealt with, and that, you know, places I didn't even know were there. And reminding me over and over again, Abigail, it's not you. It's not in your ability to hold things together and to truck through and be an amazing mom and a good wife and just hold everything together. You can't do that. You can only do that so long, and then you're just gonna crash, you know? You need me. You need me, and boy, do I need him. So, that's what this song came out of. Really just out of my heart, feeling like I'm in this, almost like a glazed over kind of like, whoa, what's really going on? What am I supposed to be learning? What is wrong with me? God, why do you still love me? And him reminding me that he's not me. He has a love that's unending, and he's going to continue to be patient, give me opportunity over and over again to learn what it really means to trust him. Man, I think I'll be learning this my whole life. Anyways, so I'm sure hopefully somebody can relate with this story, but the song's called 1,000 Times. I'm going to try to sing it and not cry it, okay? Have you ever felt like you're stuck on some train and you're not sure where it's gonna go? You feel lost in the struggle of this unknown place, and confusion is all you seem to know. I understand, 'cause I've been there and back 1,000 times. And you would think by now I would have figured it out. And why does he still love me 1,000 times? When all that I can seem to do is fall down on my knees and say, God, I need you. God, I need you. We have things in our lives that we're each going through, and we struggle to understand the pain. We cry out to our Father as we search for a clue, hoping we can find what there is to gain. And I understand, 'cause I've been there and back 1,000 times. And you would think by now that I would have figured it out. And why does he still score of all the ways that I have failed. And your love goes beyond 1,000 times. All that you want me to do is fall down on my knees and say, God, I need you. God, I need you. 'Cause you've been there and back 1,000 times. You're not keeping score of all the ways that I have failed. Your love goes beyond 1,000 times. And all that you want me to do is fall down on my knees and say, God, I need you. God, I need you. Oh, how I need you. Goodness. Yeah. So that's it. I love you all. And don't give up, because God's not giving up on you. One day, this will all be over. And we'll get to be with him forever. Have a good day.